guys, how are you? Okay, so I've gotten a request to do my soft curls. The curls you see on my Instagram and that you see my own hair with. So today you need a couple of things. You're going to need your wet brush again. We only brush our hair with this. You're going to need your flat iron, your choice. I use the Paul Mitchell or the Sutra flat irons. They are the best, I find. I don't use heat any higher than 360. Anything over 400 is actually going to cook the hair and damage it. Hair is composed of keratin. Keratin that is cooked at 400 degrees obviously means your hair is going to break because your hair is composed of it. So I have this set. I don't know if you can see that. It says 360 there. So that is what I'm using my flat iron at. Then I also have a couple of products you're gonna need. You're gonna wanna use your thermal protector. You get that there, just to help protect the hair from any damage, from any heat, etc. I used it before I blow dried also. So this is just roughly blow drying my hair with my Dyson, just getting it smooth and leaving it as is, just so I could show you guys how I would style it. So this has already gone in. So this is the Milkshake thermal protector there. It has already gone in my hair, but I will use it again before I actually apply any flat iron heat. You'll need your choice of setting spray or hairspray. So this is actually the new one from Milkshake that I was talking about in my last video, I believe. It is the Strong Eco Hairspray. So that means there's no aerosol. It's actually a pump mist, which is kind of cool. I really like the smell of it and I like the way it feels in my hair. You're also going to want to use a shine spray. So I'm using the Let It Shine. Let's see if I can get this to not be so bright on these here. So this is the Let It Shine spray to finish. And then I also use glistening serum. So this is just the Milkshake glistening serum. It's kind of like a clear gloss that I'll use to help finish my hair and help rake out the curls. The only other product you could choose to use if you wanted to would be the texturizing spritz. I personally don't need it in my hair because I don't like to wash my hair that much and my hair's not super fine. But it is good to kind of separate the curls and give it that kind of beachy look. But if you choose to use it, you can use it at the end. I'll let you know when you're supposed to use it. And if not, I'm not going to use it in this video today. The only other thing you're going to want is a couple of sectioning clips. So that is these guys here, just to help keep the hair out of the way. And it works better when you're curling your hair to do it in sections. Okay, so you're going to start with brushing out your hair. You don't want to brush it out. I've already done that though. So brushing out your hair, making sure there's no knots, tangles, or anything in it. So we've got our hair brushed out, and then you're going to want to take, these fingers are going to be your best friends. They're your sectioning fingers. You're going to want to go and feel for the bottom of your ear. You'll feel for a bone right back there, just at the edge of your hairline. And you're going to want to meet your two fingers in the middle, and that will be your first section. So I take the hair, I section it like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and twist it up, and then just take one of my clips and clip it. So now I've got my first section. What I do with my flat iron, I take my flat iron, I take probably, this feels about like an inch worth of hair. It's not super thick, but it's not super thin either. Get that hair, get the other hair of the way, take my flat iron, I get it in, I bend the flat iron back and do one full rotation and then pull it all the way to the end. I do not have a death grip on this flat iron when it's closed. You don't need it. People clamp their hair in a flat iron so tight thinking it's going to curl better or smooth out and be straight better, but really it's just damaging it. Okay, so flat iron again, second piece of hair, so it's the middle and back of my hair, flat iron in. I'm going to turn it one full turn, and then I'm going to pull all the way to the ends, and I'm going to leave it. So the back section became basically 3 sections. If you're not super comfortable, you could divide this into 2 sections. I'm going to do it just as 1 section. You don't need the curls to be perfect. So like you'll be able to pull them out and help soften them and everything as you go and blend it all in, but you don't need to make it super perfect. So I'm going to grab this section, put it in here, and I am going to twist and pull all the way down. So there we go. Got our curls started. Sorry you're gonna see me kind of looking away from you. I just need to be able to see what I'm doing to my own hair in order to kind of watch what's going on. Okay, so you're going to want to then take your hair down and you go for your next section. So I aim kind of in this, like the top of my eyebrow sort of area, and I connect my two fingers at the back again. And I'm gonna twist and clip this up to give you an idea. That's what it looks like. Same type of sectioning again, and you're gonna go through one full turn and pull down. So when doing your front sections, I like to start the very first piece going away from the face so that you don't have them turning in. I just find it looks better. You are going to alternate, or I choose to, I should say, to alternate my curls just so they stay a little bit more separated, but not frequently. Not every curl or every other curl is alternated. It's just a couple that I toss in there just to help keep it broken up. So I've got that first piece kind of curled there, and then I'm going to look for the piece of hair beside it. So I'm going to take another section here, and then I'm going to actually alternate this one so you can see it kind of grabbed a little piece there. So you can see where your curls are. Leave that guy. Grab this piece, and I'm actually gonna go forward this time, just the one piece behind the first piece of hair here, just to help keep it separated and prevent it from sticking together. I don't really want to look like Farrah Fawcett. She's iconic. She's got great hair, but it's just not my choice of hair. So I'm gonna keep going around. I just keep grabbing those sections of hair, one full turn, and following right through until you get to the end. And you can see, like, I can't even really see what I'm doing, so I'm just grabbing hair as I go. But this is real life. Like, this is you doing your own hair. I'm just feeling for it. I'm trusting myself. Obviously, try not to burn your hands. It's gonna suck. We are gonna do it a couple of times. I mean, we all do. We all burn ourselves. So you can see this side, I flipped it, so now it's going away from my face. This is my thinner side, so I'm lacking on the hair on this side. And then I'm gonna alternate it and just have this one go forward a little bit. And let this hair straight. As you can see, the only other thing I'm doing is I'm making sure the hair is smooth. So that's what I'm doing with my hands here. Making sure the hair is smooth before I put it into my flat iron to make my life a little bit easier. I choose to have the nose of my flat iron down. I just find it easier for me to manipulate my hands then and like work around my head. So I have, most of my hair is concentrated sort of up in this area. So some people can do this as their last section and just curl this stuff and it's gonna look great. I can't because it just doesn't look right. So I have to kind of do it in two more sections. So I'm gonna have one more section up here that I'm gonna actually take out. I keep wanting to stick this in my mouth, but I can't talk to you with it in my mouth. So I gotta keep remembering to put it back down. Okay, so this is my last section. It's kind of a horseshoe section. It contains my bangs. I'm gonna make sure I get it out of my way, but that's kind of what it looks like there. And then the rest of this hair at the top, I like it all going in the same direction just because I find it easier to manage and smooth. So I have a lot of, I don't know if you guys can see that, like little short hairs in here. So I like to get in there and just kind of smooth those out at the top first. Get rid of these guys. To get it smoother and softer and look more polished. And then, yeah, just toss little curls. Surprised I actually haven't burnt myself yet today. So I'm just kind of feeling it out and feeling for what kind of feels straight back here. But you can see I'm struggling just like you would. So I've got that, curling it to help myself out. I kind of hold the top of that just so I can kind of pull the rest of the way. I'm also trying to stay in the camera so you guys can see it. I'm gonna try and get this. I'm gonna slow down so you can kind of see it a bit better here. So I'm gonna take my flat iron, I'm gonna clamp it in, I'm gonna turn away. If you have a professional flat iron, you should be able to grab the tip of the flat iron, so that down here, without it getting hot or super hot, and you can see kind of the steam coming off. But you should be able to grab it and not burn your fingers. That helps give you a little bit more control with what you're doing. Okay, our last sort of section here, I'm just kind of lift. So this is how I check to see if my hair is curled. I just kind of lift it and bring it over, and I'm like, oh, that looks good. And go on this side, and I lift it and bring it over, and I'm like, yeah, those all look curled. And then on to our last section. So bangs, if you would have had your bangs down for the last section, you'll want to pay attention to this. This is what you would have done to the front of your hair before you actually started curling it. So I've got these like little short bits, again, from having a baby. You just want to make sure everything looks polished. So I like to grab those little short bits there and just sort of smooth them out so that you have a little bit more polished, frizz-free look. All around your hairline, especially if you have curly hair, you're going to have those little bits that are fuzzy. I also like to do just the top of my part line here. I have thicker hair. If your hair was finer, I'm gonna say probably avoid doing this. It would have blow dried fairly smooth and flat, and this is actually gonna flatten out the volume at the top of your head. So if you have thicker hair though, I'm just grabbing random chunks of hair that are going to appear on the top here, and I'm just smoothing out the root area just to prevent it from being really fluffy and prevent it from being frizzy. So I've done that, this stuff's straight, so I'm going to start taking these. I like to take a little bit bigger sections when it comes to around the face and the top of the head, just because you don't necessarily need the curl right at the root. You've got curl everywhere else, and we don't need it sitting up here. I like to take my chunk of hair like this, flat iron, about a couple inches of the way down, turn, and then again, everything away from the face, following it all the way down. So you can see the curl kind of starts around eye level as opposed to at the top of my head. So next piece of hair, one full turn, following all the way down. This guy here. And then I like to go back with this one. I can't really see, probably you can't either, but as long as you make a full turn, you can let it kind of fall where it goes. This back and away from my face. And then this will be our last piece, and then we'll do a check. So back and away from the face, curl all the way through. So before you go touching all these curls and raking them all out, let them cool off. So I've got to check, just make sure I don't see any streak eyes. Go like this. I don't think I see anything straight. Perfect. So as it's cooling, you're gonna wanna put your hairspray in. I like hairspray, I like it to last. So you can kind of see, once you start shaking your head around, okay, this guy's straight. So you'll just wanna toss a little curl into him. There we go. Okay, now that my hair is curled, you wanna grab your wet brush, and yes, you're gonna go through and you're going to brush out those curls. This is how you get that soft, sort of wavy look, is you wanna brush out the curls. That's why we left everything going in the same direction, especially through the top, so that it becomes one uniform wave. You'll wanna let it go, and then before you start putting your fingers through your hair, you're going to want to put a little bit of your gloss drops on your hand. So I've got just a really small amount. Do not take this and go like this. Start underneath and work the product in like that. If you stick that right on the top of your head, you're going to get a big greasy spot. You're gonna find you have to wash your hair super fast. There shouldn't be anything you're really applying to the root unless it's a root booster or a volumizing product, because it's gonna just flatten out your hair. So we've got that. I just keep raking my hands through this, just smoothing out any frizz, any flyaways, softening everything. I like to get in and around like my ears and like my bangs because I've got curly hair. And as you can see, you've got a really soft, pretty sort of wave, and you're able to brush through it if you want to. You can leave it, but this is how I would normally do my hair. And then you can leave it. At this point now, if you wanted to, this is when I would put some salt spray in my hair, the texturizing spritz. I would just mist it to help give it a little bit more texture, a little bit more bulk. And then that would help give a little bit of hold too for your finer haired people. But yeah, see if I can get this a little bit brighter. This is the finished look. Okay, I can't wait to see you guys go ahead and try and recreate this look. Please make sure you subscribe if you want to keep seeing some more videos, and like and share this video. I can't wait to see if you guys post any on Instagram or on Facebook of your actual hair being curled after watching this video. If you want to hashtag TeasandCoBabe or hashtag hair by Sarah B, that would be super cool. And then I'll be able to see any of your photos that you guys have taken. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment below or just share some love, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye.